Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, there was a charming young princess named Maleen. She was as bright as a morning star, with eyes that danced like moonbeams and a heart full of dreams. But Maleen had a problem. Her father had promised her hand in marriage to a wealthy prince whom she did not love. Maleen's father, the king, insisted that she marry the prince. He believed that this marriage would strengthen alliances and ensure prosperity for his kingdom. However, Maleen was determined to follow her heart and marry her true love, a simple but noble knight named Ernest. Enraged by her defiance, the king decided to imprison Maleen in a tall tower, hoping that, over time, she would forget her love for Ernest and submit to his will. Now, this tower was no ordinary place. It was surrounded by a dense forest full of whispering trees and distant echoes. The tower had strong, unyielding walls that reached up to the sky, and the only window showed the outside world like a distant dream. Each sunrise painted the room with light and hope, while each sunset left shadows of longing and dreams yet to be fulfilled. For 7 long years, Maleen lived in the tower. Her only companions were the birds that visited her window, chirping songs of freedom and hope. Every day, Maleen searched for ways to escape, her heart never wavering in her devotion to Ernest. Although trapped, she found strength in the memories of their time together and solace in the idea that love is never truly confined. Finally, after countless days and nights of patience and hope, Maleen discovered a way to escape. The wall had secretly crumbled in one corner, just enough for her to fit through. With hands trembling with both fear and excitement, Maleen prepared for her journey, gathering what little she had to sustain her. With a heart full of courage and anticipation, Maleen slipped out of the tower under the cloak of night, the moon her silent accomplice in her escape. Maleen wandered through the moonlit forest, guided by the songs of night creatures and the stars that twinkled above. She stumbled across streams and thickets, her feet bare against the cool soil, feeling every whisper of the earth beneath her. After her long journey, she reached the boundaries of her kingdom, where the land was dotted with familiar cottages and friendly faces. But the world had changed while she was away. The kingdom was not as she remembered, with streets full of bustling crowds and new melodies in the air. Maleen felt both excitement and a small bit of fear as she ventured back home, determined to reclaim her life. She marveled at the changes in the market square and listened to tales of adventures from traders who traveled far and wide. Despite the changes, her heart remained steadfast, her course unwavering. Maleen found her way to Ernest, who had never forgotten her, holding her absent image close to his heart. He too had changed, his once young face now marked with lines of wisdom and years of waiting. The knight was surprised and overjoyed to see Maleen, his love returned to him as if by magic. They embraced, their hearts beating in unison as if no time had passed at all. Together, Maleen and Ernest went to the king and pleaded for him to see the truth of their love. They recounted tales of their devotion and the years they spent apart, speaking of the power of love that defied the constraints of time and space. The king, witnessing Maleen's bravery and firm resolve, finally agreed to their union. He realized that true love was stronger than wealth or castles, and he wished them every happiness. His heart softened as he saw the joy in his daughter's eyes, something he had almost forgotten in his quest for power and prestige.